Before we get into it, this is the first Raging Loop stream since the trip. Again, you probably not the biggest gap in YouTube VODs, but live wise, it's been like at least over a week since I've last played Raging Loop. So that's probably gonna show in my recap because God, I don't remember a shit ton that was happening. I did, in desperation, watch the VOD like the last couple minutes just to see. So you're gonna have to pardon me for that. I also want to say, before we get into it, I just want to do a shout out to the YouTube. Speaking of YouTube VODs, YouTube VOD watchers. That's right. I'm speaking to you listening to this. Obviously, if you look at my channel, both either on Twitch or on YouTube, like I don't really care about numbers. Like I genuinely don't. This is just a hobby of mine. But sometimes I look at certain metrics just out of curiosity, and I want to say probably in the at least in the long, uh, at least years, at least in the last few years, I would say the people that one of the metrics, if you don't know on YouTube, is like watch retention or watch time or something. And it basically takes like when someone clicks into a video, how long do they stay on a video on average? And then they take, so like if one person watches one of my multi-hour streams, but they only watch like 2 minutes, then they're averaged to someone who sits and watches the whole VOD or whatever. And again, back end, there's metrics that does stuff that doesn't matter to me personally. But I think on YouTube side, if someone sticks around and watches a YouTube VOD, just like if someone likes a video or shares it, I don't know what the fuck, but whatever they do, another metric they consider to potentially push that video out to other people as like a recommended thing or something is if someone sits down and watches it, which for a stream VOD channel, you would be surprised. Even like some of my higher viewed videos, like it's hard, attention spans and all, and like people skip around videos and do whatever, or they click in and then they hear my voice and then they go, oh fucking god, and then they leave in like 2 seconds. But I do want to say, I've noticed again in years, as far as like watch time retention kind of thing, super high numbers for the Raging Loop thing. So again, there might not be a million people watching my Raging Loop streams, but the people that are watching it, that do click into it, surprisingly, are seated, as they say. They are seated watching me with bated breath, watching me get through this game, and that I find lovely and also very hilarious to me, because I'm just stumbling and bumbling and barely comprehensively reading and going off tangents about what I would do if I was a character and stuff. But I just found it interesting because it's like, oh, it just means that the people, whatever the handful, the small handful, however many people are watching, it is interesting that like of all the different games that I've played and stuff, even other popular visual novels where like it's the same similar type of, I almost said the C word, same type of video, like other visual novels or popular visual novels, even those didn't have as many, as high of a number, I would say, as far as like people clicking in and being like, I'm down to watch this 2, 3, 4 hour Raging Loop stream. So just wanted to point that out, that I found it interesting. So to you, who might click now into part, what are we at? 20, what is this? This is gonna be 23, part 23 of Raging Loop. This one's for you. Anyway, game. Anyway, game. So, like I said, in real world time, not in stream VODs or anything, in real world time, last I played this was, I want to say probably like a week and 2 days, or a week and 3 days, a week and 4 days, I don't know. But obviously, even if it's like 4 days, I started losing memories of like what happened last night. I had a lot going on over the last week during the trip and all. So I did look at the last several minutes of the VOD. The numbers are dwindling. Obviously, we had Kaori. She went fucking nuts. The village got her. We lost a wolf with her. It's kind of fine. Me and Haru are kind of like fucking chilling. There's kind of like a thing between us, but it's also between me and not really Haru, but it's like me and the weird god thing that's using her body or possessing her or is her, whatever that is. And that god thing is kind of just along for the ride, kind of chaotic, kind of just like fucking like devil may care type attitude, I think is the term, but I might be using that phrase incorrectly. I don't actually know. And then the numbers are dwindling. There are very few people showing up to the feast votings at this point because we have eliminated a lot of people. Haruaki has navigated this quite well, constantly in threat, in danger, on the hot seat. He's getting votes. There are people that don't like him. There are people that think he's suspicious, but he's still able to battle back constantly, right? So he's doing all that. He's battling back, and I think, again, I watched the last several minutes of the last ballot of this, and I think what was happened is there was 8 people left, and it was looking like it was going to be a 4-4 split potentially on votes between Haruaki and Nosato, Kinosuke Nosato, and I believe what ended up happening was Mochi was like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore, I'm switching my vote to Nosato, Kinosuke, and that pissed him, the Kinosuke Nosato off, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So then instead of a 4-4 split vote, it went with Mochi's vote over, it was 5-3, and I think we are just gonna join in with Kinosuke being hung, I believe. Let's find out if I'm right. Oh, we'll probably only be able to read for like a couple hours tonight. Again, I did a very terrible job. I'm starting just a tad bit on the later side. Life is getting in the way of things, you know? One of these days I'll get back on a more decent schedule. But I'll try to push out like 2 hours here. If not, maybe a little less. We'll see. Like I said, I think we're hanging Kinosuke Nosato. He finally getting his comeuppance. Alright, here we go. Though he didn't struggle much, Kinosuke muttered things under his breath the whole time. He was probably cursing me. How pathetic. I wanted to get this over with as soon as possible. I really did. We don't want him biting Hassan or something, so I'll be the one pushing him down. Yay! Damn, cruel. You switch your vote to have Nosato fucking hung, and then he's like, I get to do the pushing. Fun times. You little... Kamoshida-sama, allow me. Why make him happy? Nosato-sama, I'm sorry things turned out this way. You truly... Oh, cut him off. You truly believe I'm a wolf, I assume? Yes, I would not hang a human. What does that mean? That's not like, is that just her being super cocky? That she's very confident that he's a wolf? Or is it some like higher level thinking where it's like, it's gonna reveal like, she is like, when she hangs someone, I don't even know what I'm about to say makes sense, but like, they automatically are a wolf. I don't know. Fuck it. Half-baked idea coming out of my brain, out of my mouth. Very well. You will eventually find out the truth and despair. Now, let's run the numbers, right? So we have 2 wolves, and once we kill him, it'll be 7. So, 7 people, and then they get to kill eventually another person overnight. You'd assume it goes down to 6. So it'd be 2 out of 6. And then I think they just have to, make it through one more round of voting. And then it'd be it. 2 to 5 and then 2 to 4. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Knowing what you'll feel then makes me feel regret rather than anger. Oh, if only you were a wolf, then I could have proudly died to keep you alive. With this, I will only be a shield that gives you a day or 2 more. That's that term, shield, that I was throwing around a lot throughout the series. My apologies. If I could take in the corruption and all other poison, I would have done it long ago. You really need to treasure your heart and body more. I'm merely doing this out of love. I can't. I simply want to find meaning in my own death. I'm surprised he choked it back. If you're about to be hung, fuck it. Say you love her. I don't care. Call me a romantic. What's the damn? I mean, what's the worst that'll happen? I mean, fuck it. It's obvious already to everyone. Haraki Fusaishi, hear this. Your misdeeds will become known whether you win or lose. However, find whatever semblance of pride a villain like you may have, and stop doing things to make women cry. Since this is the last time we'll talk, let me clear this up. There's nothing between me and Rikako-san. Yes, indeed. Also, as you are aware, I am not a wolf. Oh, look at this bravado, look at this laugh. Ha! What a circus this has been! He's gone mad. Don't you wolves have guns or something? The suffering from that would be over in an instant. Please, do shoot me. I'm willing to praise your excellent performance, but honestly, I've had enough. This is also the difference between Haraki Fusaishi and myself. If I was in his position right now and I'm the wolf and I'm like battling back, like him calling me a wolf, and I know that you know I'm not a wolf and you're the wolf, I wouldn't be able to like match the performance. Like I would just stay silent. I would fear I would fear my act would like give it away. I'm not a good actor. I would not be able to like pull it off convincingly. And I would be so superstitious of like something I say would give away my thing. So like in this thing, I would just let him ramble. I wouldn't even say anything. I would just act like I'm sad that this is happening. I had enough of looking at your face too. Fine by me. Just fucking go. Oh yeah, and so overnight they have to try to kill that guy. Whatever, Yoshisugu? The crow? Because they can't have the reveal of Nasato being not a wolf be a detriment, because that would be very bad. So the overnight killing round is going to be very pivotal to the success of the wolves, I think, here. You don't have to tell me that. May I? Oh. Please back away, Rikako-san. But... Back away! I shall do this myself. She backed off. I'm not gonna make those noises. Couldn't be me. I would need someone to push me off. I don't have the mental fortitude for that. Until the very end, he was so pitiful. No, so human. He jumped, fell, and with a pathetic sounding cry, stopped breathing. Everyone separately whispered, "Rise not," and left the graveyard. Things were going as always, until a moment.
So, だわ.
He's right. She said that.
いろいろあってすっかり忘れてた.
I completely forgot.
芹沢さんが自殺した銃、あれを探すって話は?
We said we'd search for the gun Serizawa-san used to kill herself. Everyone froze.
一番危惧すべきは、狼が銃と弾丸を持ち帰ったということだと思うんです。
I believe we should fear the worst that the worst, that the wolves took both the gun and the bullets.
実在が不確かな銃を必要以上に恐れるのもどうかとは思うんですが。
I do understand that it doesn't make complete sense to fear a gun that, for all we know, might not exist.
それでもこの後、各自の部屋をざっとでも見て回る必要があると思います。
But I believe we should check everyone's rooms.
それで見つかるように隠すかは怪しいけど、どう思います？
I'm not sure if they would hide it somewhere so obvious. What do you think?
探す姿勢を見せることが大事です。
I think it's important to show that we're willing to search.
やろ
う。Let's do it.
構わねえ。
Fine by me. During the second feast, after Chammy had died, we talked about where the gun may have went. But after we hanged the old wolf guy, everyone had forgotten about that. I was actually curious about it too. Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say that Great Lord Shinai cleaned it up, just like he did with the wolf outfit, but it'd be bad for us if Mochi or someone else got their hands on it. I'd gotten this far. I really didn't want to die to a goddamn gunshot right before the finish line.
そうですね。放置しても危険です。
Yes, it's dangerous to just leave it.
生死に関わらず、全員の住居を改める方がいいでしょう。
We should look through everyone's houses, whether they're alive or not.
てめえらのどっちかから出てくるわけだよな。
It'll be in one of your rooms, won't it?
一応言っておくけど、狼が持ち去ったかどうかは不明だからね。
Just so you know, it's not clear whether a wolf actually took it.
そして、私から見れば、あなただって疑いがゼロじゃない。
And if you ask me, you're not free of suspicion yourself.
分かった。悪かったよ。やめようぜ。無駄なそういうの。
Alright, sorry. Let's stop wasting time on that shit.
いいわ。でも、時間はないのよね。
Good. We don't have much time though.
僕と吉嗣君とモッチーで協力すれば、橋本さんの遺体の片付けは早く終わるでしょう。
Mochi, Yoshisuga-kun, and I should be enough to finish cleaning up Hashimoto-san's remains in time.
ざっとでも全部回った方がいい。足りなきゃ明日もう一度回ればいいです。
You should give a look to all. You should give a look to all them, even if it's brief. If it's not enough, we can look around more thoroughly tomorrow.
そうですね。時間は余るでしょうから。
That is true. It'll take time after all.
なんなら男子の住居を優先的に調べられますか？
Why not start with the men's places first?
うわエッチ
Whoa, pervs!
こんな時にふざけんなかもしら。俺は構わねえ。見つかって困るもんは何一つねえから。
Don't mess around at a time like this, Kamoshida. I don't care. I ain't hiding anything.
それはなんかやだ。男は男で調べてよ。女は女で調べるし。
I don't want to do that. You men can have the men's rooms. We'll check out the women's.
こんな時だから本当は全体でやるのがいいんでしょうけど、ひとまずはそれでいいかしら。
It'd be best to look around as a group given the situation, but that'll work for now.
わかりました。まずは私たちで女性のお部屋と遺品を改めましょう。
Very well. We will begin by looking at things left behind by the women.
わかりました。それじゃあ僕らは。
Fine by me. We'll go then.
はい。心苦しいですが、どうかお願いいたします。
Yes. Pains me to have to do. It pains me to have you do this yourselves, but please. The cleanup was unexpectedly easy. Of course it was. We'd cut him up into smaller pieces to make it easy. After 4 trips of putting his remains on a door and carrying it to Saranaga, all of him was in there. We also threw in the bloody futon and the clothes we'd used to wipe. After we washed our hands, we were done, so we went to join the girls in searching for the gun. Oh, just staring me down. They were all in the dorm. Haru-chan's room. Have we gotten... This is such a weird thing to point out, but have we gotten a shot where all, like, 3 sprites are all on the screen at once? Am I just dumb? For some reason, I don't think we've ever had, like, the full screen taken up by 3 different characters all on the screen at once, but... I'm definitely sure I could be probably wrong with that. It just seems so not crowded, but I don't think I've seen 3 characters on screen like this at once. Okay, their faces were completely frozen. And I mean not during like the CGs, I mean like during like this, they're using like their normal sprite stuff here. What had happened? After a moment, I realized. No way. A mistake. A mistake like this? Mamiya-san was holding a new dark flashlight.
ごく新しいものね。海外メーカー製。作りもしっかりしてる。
It's
5000
really,
円くらいかしら。
it's really new. Foreign made. Well designed too. Must cost around 5,000 yen.
電池はまだある。買った時についてたと思しき電池のままで、これも海外製。
There's still batteries inside. They're also foreign and look like the ones that came with the flashlight.
物意味の夜に、こんなものがなぜ必要なのか。
Why would anyone need this on nights when they have to shelter? Hisako Mamiya's face was soon warped by a look of victorious, decisive... Can't read tonight. Her face was soon warped by a look of victorious, decisive rage.
お小遣いも満足にもらえない彼女が、どうしてこんなものを持てたのか。
Why would a girl that barely gets any allowance have something like this? I looked and noticed that Rikako Uematsu's face was full of contempt and mercy.
外でこれを買って彼女に与えられたのが誰だったのか。
Who bought this outside the village and gave it to her? Haru Makishima's face was pale with fear, despair, and realization of her failure.
不妻子春秋
Uh-oh.
牧島春
Haruaki Fusaishi, Haru Makishima.
弁明はあるかしら。
Do you have any excuses? I had to think. There had to be something. Haru-chan's face might have said it all. But I had to be able to explain it and let us both get through this. There had to. Crap. All the lies I could think of would only get one of us would only let one of us survive. Me. Oh well. I'd be pretty forced. It'd be pretty forced, but I had to turn the flashlight into a personal gift from me to her. She said she liked SF movies, and I happened to have 2 flashlights, so I gave her one. It completely ignored the foundation that stated that everyone else would know about this if we talked about it at night, but I would force this and make them believe. A few seconds passed, but I was still in the safe zone.
それは
That's a...
黙れ。
Shut up. Uh-oh. I blacked out for a moment and fell to the floor. Dull impact slammed in my face just now.
何をするのですか？
What are you doing?
こいつに、
Don't.
こいつに、これ以上、喋らせるな。
Don't let this asshole talk. Of course I wasn't in the safe zone. The Feast of the Yomi Purge was a game of communication, but it didn't forbid violence. Some got the upper hand by communicating using only words, while those who couldn't would naturally try getting their point across through other means. I'd underestimated that fact. Yoshisuga Uribe's violence quickly neutralized me. Head, back, arms, the legs still hurting from the sprain. Chair, sticks, used whatever he could get his hands on and beat me senseless. I couldn't resist in any meaningful way. We fucked up! He was well trained and had the motivation, bloodlust, to go with the violence. It continued until Rikaka-san brought a rope. My consciousness was faint, but I hadn't lost it yet. By the end, I just meekly begged for him to stop. I might have even cried, but I was shown no mercy. Before I knew it, it was dark. I seemed to be in the prefab. In the end, I didn't know what was what, so I'd probably lost consciousness. The wolf outfit was right next to me. Time for work, huh? I could move, somehow. A bit of wiggling around and I felt something fall off me. The rope tied around me had been torn and undone. Moving around caused me pain so immense that I couldn't even moan anymore. Even thinking was a challenge. I couldn't do anything like this. Clothing was right there, but I couldn't wear it, get up, or walk. Oh, they'd beat me to a pulp to see whether someone would die with me like this. So there wasn't any need to remove limbs, huh? A good beating was more than enough to incapacitate a person for the night. They'd probably done the same to Haru-chan. We were checkmated. Oh well, this was just a careless mistake. It was sort of happen. I just wouldn't give Haru-chan the flashlight next time. She could have easily gotten this far without it.
それは違いますぞ、悪党殿。
That is wrong, villain. I heard a voice right next to me. Fighting the pain, I turned to the source and saw her wearing that weird outfit.
この娘があれを送られて、内心どれほど喜んだか、ご存知ないか。そも、女子とは貢ぎ物を喜ぶ生き物であろう。
So you do not understand just how happy she was when you gave her that gift. Surely you know that women are animals who enjoy tribute.
あれもなくば、悪党殿は未だ他人行儀に呼ばれておるであろうよ。
Without it, she would have still been treating you like a stranger.
じゃあ
Then, it was a hoarse voice. They must have hurt her throat.
じゃあ次は消えてなくなるものでも送りますよ。スイーツとか。
Then, next time, I'll bring her something consumable, like some sweets.
無理じゃ、無理。貴様は十二分に疑われ、何かきっかけがあれば、こうなるのが当然であった。
It would do you no good. This is simply the natural result of drawing too much suspicion.
薄汚い狼の皮から抜け落ちた毛一本が出ても、貴様は同じ目に遭うておったわ。
A single hair from the filthy wolf hide would have resulted in the same outcome.
幾度目か落ちて、ご存知であろう？人は同じように動くもの。
Surely you know by now that humans are predictable creatures.
定めなどと無粋は申しませぬがの。同じことが起きれば同じように振る舞う。人とは存外からくりじみた代物じゃ。
I shall not call this fate, however. It is merely that similar circumstances prompt similar actions. Humans are more like machines than you would expect. She had a point. A different situation would cause a different reaction. That was natural. On the other hand, a similar situation would cause similar reactions.
それじゃあ神様は僕がここで死ぬのは不可避だってそう言いたいんですか？
Are you saying that my death here is inevitable?
おやおやおやおやおや、我は別に貴様が死ぬなどとは申しておりませぬがの、悪党殿。
Oh my oh my. I've said nothing of your death, villain.
参りましょうぞ、霧の山里へ。
Let us journey to the misty mountain.
これが最後の仰せじゃ。
This will be our final tryst. I took her hand and, strangely enough, managed to stand up. She got me in the wolf's clothing, some water all over it, and the murder was assembled. She then took me by the hand and led me to the darkness and mist.
どうして僕は生きてるんでしょうか？
Why am I alive?
あとハルちゃんはどうして無事だったのか？
Also, why is Haru-chan okay?
無事？殴る蹴るはされましたぞ。ただ貴様よりは悪辣に見えなんだ。それだけの違いでしょうな。
Okay, she was beaten senseless. She simply didn't look as villainous as you. There's nothing more to it.
まあそうか。あれだけ善人面をして正面切って嘘をつきまくったんだから。
Huh. Good point. I acted the good guy and lied to them with every breath.
貴様と娘が生きておられるのはの、貴様を放って死なせれば汚れを受くのではと懸念されたからじゃ。
The only reason you and the girl are alive is because they were afraid that the corruption would take them if they killed you.
それは誰が言い出したんです？
Who pointed that out?
この娘をついておるものじゃ。
The one who likes this girl?
モッチーか。
Mochi, huh? He probably said that just to keep her alive a bit longer.
さて、誰を殺しますかの？
Now, who would you kill?
オリベ、義継を。
Yoshisugu Oribe.
カラスのカゴ車か。
The crow?
彼を生かすと野里清之介が人だってのがバレますから。
If we let him live, he'd find out that Kinosuke Nasato was a human.
よい、よい。悪党殿はそうやってこの後に及んでも悪あがきをなさるがお似合いじゃ。
Good. Good. Struggle. It suits a villain like yourself.
ひどい言い草だ。そんなに人間が滑稽ですか？
What a mean thing to say. Are humans that comical to you?
獣は皆必死に気高を生きる。
All beasts try to live proudly.
その様はすべて我が目には愛おしゅう映りまする。
To me, all their attempts are worthy of affection. Beasts, huh? Yeah, I really was an insane villain, a wolf. Then, I would just struggle until the very end. I killed Yoshisugu Uribe. I'd mustered some fighting spirit and hatred for what he'd done to me. A hit on the head, another one, another one, another one. Got his ass. Once I was done, Haru-chan applauded. That wasn't because I was doing the right thing from the perspective of the real story. The applause was directed at me as a person. It almost made me cry again. I've been thrown into such an awful situation and become one of the worst human beings imaginable. Yet I still had someone who acknowledged and accepted me. I had God. I appreciated that she was here. I was lying on some grass, looking up at the milky darkness. Strangely enough, there were no beasts here in the graveyard near the hanging pine.
気張られましたな、悪党殿。
I see you overdid it, villain.
いいや、春秋殿。
Or should I call you Haruaki Dono? It had to be because of her.
悪党で結構ですよ。
Villain is fine.
とにかくこれでなんとかなった。
Anyway, it all worked out.
明日僕らは正体を表す。
Tomorrow, we'll reveal what we are.
そしてメイコを味方につけ勝利する。
We'll then bring Mako to our side and win this. Oh yeah, the whole Mako thing. And they were like, oh, surely she's the badger, and then we count her with us, and then we're fine. It's like, I have a feeling that that's not gonna work. There's no, you know what? Placing my whole life savings, there's no way that this plan works out. This is not gonna work like Haruaki thinks it's going to. Take that to the bank. Take it to the bank.
そして霧が晴れたらどうなされ。
And what will you do once the mist is cleared? I'm telling you right now, this is going to be his Charlie Brown moment. He's going to want to run up and try to kick that football that Lucy is holding, and it's going to be yanked and yoinked away from him. He's not going to succeed here. I'm calling it. I considered giving a vague response, but I knew it was pointless with her.
ハルちゃんを連れてここを出ますよ。
I'll take Haru-chan and leave this place.
貴様はつくづく面白いお方であらせられるの。
Ah! What an interesting man you are.
何がですか。
Why?
神内明神が貴様を逃がすとお思いか。
Do you truly believe Great Lord Shinai would let you escape?
神内明神がですか。もう一つの神とかじゃなく。
Great Lord Shinai? Not the third god?
そうじゃ。よもやかの神を侮るなど慢心なすったか。
Oh, yes. Have you become so prideful that you underestimated that god?
いいえ。
No.
僕は神内明神の手の内にあるのですが、例外のつもりでいた。
I'm within the palm of Great Lord Shinai's hand. I thought I was an exception.
そう決め込むには貴様はこの地へ落ち返しすぎたのではあらせられまいか。
You have fallen and risen far too many times, I see. That is the only reason you believe that.
僕はルールは自分で決められるので。
I make my own rules.
そうでございましたな。まあでは蛇の差し金どもをどうにかするだけかもしれませぬな。
Oh yes, you did. Perhaps you will be able to do something about the snake's dogs.
そりゃめんどくさそうだ。
That sounds like a pain.
それでもやりますよ。
Still, I'll do it.
この娘のためかや。
For this girl?
それとも我のためかや。
Or perhaps... for me.
あなたもハルちゃんも外を連れ回すのは
Haruki's got a riz up a god. Taking you both outside sounds like a good time.
やはり貴様は悪党であらすの。幾人の女子が泣いたことじゃろうな。
You truly are a villain. You've left many a woman in tears, I assume. Damn.
おう、
Called out.
これはこれは。
Oh, now this is something. I wonder what she meant by that, but then I realized that I'd been had again. Telepathy was some messed up shit.
プライバシーの侵害ですよ。スケベな神様。
That's an invasion of privacy, pervy god.
つくづく失礼なお方よ。
What an uncouth man you are.
して明日はどうなさるおつもりじゃ。
What are you planning to do tomorrow?
僕とあなたじゃない。 ハルちゃんで狼であることを明かします。最初の時安永くんがしたように。
I mean, Haruchan and I would reveal we're the wolves, like Yasunaga-kun had done the first time.
それでメイコを味方につける。
Then we take Mako to our side. Mako's anger was probably the kind you'd direct at someone close to you. It was just a bit too strong. Like the real story said, she believed that wolves were good and humans are evil. It wasn't born out of Yasumisu's madness, but of childish purity. Thus, she assumed that Rikako-san and I were evil and felt betrayed. If I revealed that I was a wolf, she'd gladly join me, most likely. With that, we'd have 3 votes and wouldn't be lynchable anymore. There was the chance that it could turn physical then, but I'd just neutralize Yoshisuga-kun, the one most likely to do it. Our victory was certain. Oh, famous last words.
それはうまくいきませんぞ。
That would not go well.
わかるんですか？
You know?
わかる。
I do. Persist in victory, or what should we do? I'm pretty sure we ask, what should we do? I think this means I ask the god, like, what? Hey, okay, if you know something's about to happen, tell me what I should do. I think the wrong answer is persist in victory, so we're going to choose the wrong answer, because this is like, nope, I'm stubborn, and I was told it's not going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Persist in victory.
それでも僕は最後まで僕の決めたやり方で勝ちに行きますよ。
Even so, I'll persist in victory with the methods I devised.
そうか。
Ha ha ha, I see.
人というのは死にたがりであらすの。
To be
定められし命の者どものうち人だけが死にたがる。
To be human is to desire death. Out of all those with set destinies, only humans are eager to die.
子供のために死ぬ動物だっていますよ。
There are animals who die for their children.
神のごとく抗えぬ定めに操られてただ死を選ぶのみ。
You have merely chosen death.
ただ死を欲して死ぬのみじ
My
ゃ。
bad. You have merely chosen death, manipulated by inevitable fate like you would be by a god. You don't know why, but you wish to die for no reason.
じゃが人は時に望みもせぬ避けられる死を危機として受け取りなさろう。
But,
ちょうど今の貴様のように。
but sometimes, humans take pleasure in receiving avoidable deaths they did not wish for, much like you right now.
じゃからこそ愛おしゅう思いまするのう悪党殿。
That is exactly what makes you so lovable, villain.
承知いたした。
Understood.
貴様が亡きにせられまた落ちてその時の我が再びお迎えするを浮世の慰めに生きるといたしまする。
Watching you die, rise again, and greeting you again at that time shall serve as entertainment for me in this transient world. She was merely referencing my own preserved memories. It wasn't like she retained them the way I do. Then again, I wasn't confident if I preserved my own will, or rather the continuity of my soul, between loops. As long as Yasumisu, or Fujiyoshi, was around, she would continue to exist. No, would even God disappear if I looped back? It was okay. My death wasn't set in stone.
そうですな。そう思われるが一番じゃ。
Yes, it is best to look at it that way.
戻りますかの。
Will you be going back now? Yeah.
おや、あれは何じゃろう。
Oh, whatever is that? I instinctively looked away and felt a warm sensation on the back of my neck.
元気になられたか？
Feeling better now? The pain in my body faded.
これはあなたが？
Was that you?
さあさあ、さあさあさあ、どうかな。
Well,
不
well.
思議なこともあるものよ。
Well, well, well. Was it now? Miracles can happen.
明日の守備も心得たれば、楽しき酔いもしまうが良き頃合いじゃ。
If you are aware of how tomorrow will go, then this fun night and your end shall be a good time.
さあらばこれにて町のお方犬どもが来るまでに戻られよ
This is farewell, city dweller. Return before the dogs come.
ま
What? She faded into the mist. I felt a slight stiffness on my neck. It was her tongue, or rather, her lips.
女の子にキスされて元気いっぱい
Oh
って
man.
中高生か僕は
Feeling jacked up from a kiss with a girl. What am I, a middle schooler? Thus I trivialized the situation and returned to the prefab. What am I, a dork? Armed with an old hoe, I walked through the morning mist. I met with Haruchan before the feast. She walked with me side by side carrying a sickle. She understood what we were going to do without me even having to say it.
おはよ
Good morning.
おはよ
Good morning. But by exchanging those words, we confirmed that we were human and evil. It was a declaration that we... Did I read that right? It was a declaration that we made... Wait, by exchanging, we confirmed that we were human... Okay. I see what it's saying. Okay. It was a declaration that we may have borrowed that impotent god's power to get this far, yet we were traveling down the path of villainy, not the road God had provided us.
これは
This is...
ね
This is...
縛ってたのに
But, weren't you tied up?
うそっか
I see.
やっぱ狼様っていたんだ
So it really was Okami-sama. Those words clearly indicate not at the wolves in the feast of the Yomi Purge, but the paranormal entities who lent power to them. After all, we'd untied ourselves. After all, Yoshitsugu Aribe was dead. After all, we'd been heavily wounded, yet here we were, wielding weapons.
ご明察
Good eye. A declaration of parting. Mako stared wide-eyed at us. This is not gonna work. Though she didn't understand, she could guess that on our side of the invisible boundary between us were blood-stained wolves.
はるちゃんどうぞ
Go ahead, Haruchan. In the end, it was fitting.
私たちが
We are... That she should be the one to declare our vic...
私たちが狼よ
Where are the wolves? Huh?
私たちが狼だったのよ
We were the wolves. No way. Is this a counterplay to trick Mako? Because Mako wouldn't know? Is that what this is? Just Mako's a dumb little child and just be like, I'm the wolves.
そうです私どもが安水を脅かした狼でした
Indeed. We were the wolves who threatened Yasumisu. Wait. This was... Oh. So that was it.
何言ってるの狼を私たちだっていうの
What are you saying? We're the wolves here, I'm telling you.
それはこっちのセリフよ薄汚い人間を皆殺しにするわ
That's our line. We've been slaughtering the impure humans.
読み人は読みに返します
Yomibito must return to Yomi.
だか
So,
らおいで
I think that's got to be what it is, that they're just playing, because they know that they would be in massive trouble if Mako went and joined the actual wolves. That's got to be it, right? Come here, Mako.
メイコダメだこっちが本物だ
Oh, it's like the end of Air Bud, the movie Air Bud, where the dog gets to stay with the person who the dog goes to, and they're on either side of something, and then they're both calling out to the dog, and then they're like, it's the little boy and mom and like the whole town or something, and then like the angry clown guy, and he's like, they're both like, the judge for some reason's like, the way this will work is that whoever the dog goes to, he gets to keep the dog. And then like the boy had like pudding cups or something to also entice him, which seems kind of unfair, but that's basically what's happening here. Mako is Airbud. Don't listen to her, Mako. We're the real wolves. Bah! The humans declared themselves to be the wolves. I never expected this strategy. Humans don't lie, so there would be no point in declaring oneself a wolf. This was a blind spot born from that belief. It was clear as day who the badger was this time, so I thought we could always get an extra vote. But in hindsight, the same applied to humans as well. In that case, why not tell us exactly how you killed Takumini, Nii-chan, Yoshi-kun, and that big man? Haru-chan, realizing the situation, tried to counterattack. Unlike all our efforts so far, we were seeking proof not that we were innocent but guilty. There's all kinds of fucked up. I was so excited I don't even remember. That's bullshit and you know it! Indeed, it was bullshit. Anyone could tell who the real wolves were here, so long as they were an adult. Bah! 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 Who are the wolves? Who are the good wolves? A little girl who'd spent nearly the entire feast staring off into space, only speaking up to give her votes, couldn't possibly tell. It's us, Mako-chan. Yes, us. You're so persistent. It's us. Mako, let us sing together. I can finally tell you. Oh my god. Wrap it up, Rikako! We're trying to finish this game this month. I can finally tell you, Mako. I wanted to tell you I was on your side from the very start. No, don't listen to her, Mako. Get over here already, you dumb brat! I have a bad feeling Haru is the evil clown guy in the Air Bud movie in this situation. I think that's gonna convince her to go join your side. Mako walked over to her. Oh my god, I just caught like a yawn there. My apologies, yawning right there on stream. Mako walked over to Rikako-san. Done. Done. Donezo. Now let's vote. Amazing! I never thought of a trick like that. Actually, I'm a wolf too. You said you were the monkey this whole time. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well, but the eccentric in me wants to be on the wolf's side. Sorry, Haru-chan. I'll make sure it doesn't hurt too bad. Can't say the same for Hassan, though. Oh, but it could be interesting if Haru-chan tries to kill me tonight. Okay then. I vote for Hassan. I'm voting for Mamiya-san. I shall vote for Haruaki Fusaishi-sama. I'm voting for Fusayuki-san. You were lying this whole time. You toyed with everyone. Then I'll vote for Mamiya-san. Oh boy. Yudai Hashimoto gave you the idea, didn't he? Unfortunately, that's exactly it. Though I must say, earning your hatred is quite the achievement. What do we do, Haru-chan?
暴れる？
Go nuts?
春秋の気の済むようにする。
Whatever puts you at ease.
一応こっちも準備はしてるけど。
Oh, don't think we didn't come prepared. Hisako Mamiya, Rikako Uematsu, and Shikamochi Kamoshida all took out sharp objects they were hiding and pointed them right at us.
ただあなたはそういうキャラじゃない。
But you're not that kind of person.
ジャーナリストの勘ですか？
Is that your journalist's intuition talking?
女の勘よ。ダメ男を察知する。ね。
Women's intuition. I know a scoundrel when I see one. She had us beat. I threw aside my weapon. What happened next was hardly worth talking about. I was hanged and died. Did God see this future? Then how had she planned to avoid this? That question seemed to fade into the mist along with my consciousness. Game over. 26. Hint corner? No. It's very obvious what I need to do differently here. Because it was just a dream. Gong. Send me to the chart. Send me to the chart. How?
それは
Okay, I'm gonna take I have to take a really quick BRB. Give me just like 2 minutes. I'll be back very shortly. And I'll get this. Where are my BRB screens? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we should ask the god, what the fuck do we do? I feel like I'm about to sneeze.
どうすればいいんですか？
It's coming. Excuse me, sorry. What should we do then?
こうじゃ
This. I thought I gotten used to pain by now, but I was oh so wrong. Where'd you get that branch? I got attacked by a branch. I wanted to ask that, but I wasn't in a state to do it, for I was already lying defenseless on the grass. I felt my limp body get dragged. Another thing.
だ
Nah.
いいんだ
Nah.
いいんだ
This is fine.
これで
This is fine. that dog meme thing. This is fine. House on fire. I heard her whisper that over and over again. Alright, so all I had to do was get attacked. The next morning, I woke up in a lot less pain. Though, couldn't even tell if I had actually woken up. My consciousness was far too vague. Last night, I got beat up so badly, I couldn't even stand. None of my wounds were life-threatening, but that was why my body was sensitive to every injury, sending pain signals to my brain. I felt like I had just recovered from paralysis. This is normal. The fact that I could walk around at night was the anomaly. My body had been bound once more. Had Great Lord Shinai actually tied me up again? Had he restored the torn ropes or something? No. It was tied differently and over a different spot. This was a different rope put on me sometime later. Also, the knot seemed kind of clumsy. It was Haru-chan. She She was using me for something.
立てる不妻子春秋
Can you stand, Haruaki Fusaishi? She'd entered like it was no big deal. They'd confiscated my key, apparently.
k
何
What?
て
What? I couldn't force my voice into words.
いいわ引きずっていくから
It's fine. I'll just drag you. She was curt with me. However, I could tell from her voice and actions that she was perplexed by something. She actually dragged me, still bound, down the hill and into the plaza, leaving me even more beat up. It was hard to get me up the steps of the hall, though. She kicked me in frustration, and I somehow crawled up. Everyone was already there. Rikako Uematsu, Meiko, Chikamochi Kamoshida, and...
ようおいでになったの町の方
I see you have arrived, city dwellers. What? Huh? It was morning. And yet, she was...
これは
What?
どういうこと何なのよこれは
What's going on here? She directed that shout at me, but it was clear who the source of her confusion was.
何をわめいておられる町の奥方よもやまだこの山里の断りをご承知ないと仰せか
Why the wailing, city lady? Do not tell me that you do not know of the nature of this village.
お姉ちゃん変
Oh, Nei-chan, you're weird.
梅松さん説明してくれないかしら
Uematsu-san, can you explain?
牧島春様は以前にもこのようなことに
Hiromakishima-sama has been in this state before.
何ですって
What?
狼つき
Possessed by a wolf.
は
Huh?
そうじゃ
Yes, that would be me. What?
やれやれ
Huh?
やれやれやれ黄泉があまりに退屈ゆえとととかかとにせがんで霧に紛れ落ちまいってみたが
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Yomi was so boring that I badgered father and mother to use the mist to rise back up again.
トトは早速戻らされカカも先に戻ってしもうた
But father was sent back soon after we began, and mother also returned.
まあ暇は潰れたかの散々殺して我は満足しておりますぞ
Well, it was
信
an...
頼明神のたる
I'm so impatient.
人の皆々様
Well, it was an amusing diversion. Humans, children of great Lord Shinai. I'm satisfied with all the killings I do. Or I
ち
did.
ょっとどういうことよ狼ってそういうものなの
What is this? Is this what the wolves really are?
かつて人は狼を殺した
The
その
humans...
恨みを晴らすために狼の親子はサラナガより落ちきたる
The humans had killed the wolves. They rise again from Saranaga to have their revenge.
ストーリーのことじゃなくてこんな本当のその
I'm not talking about the story.
桔梗の振る舞い
The eccentricity?
そう読み意味の宴ってそういうことじゃないはずでしょ
Yes, that's not what the feast is supposed to be, is it?
これは殺人事件のはずでしょ
It's just a serial killing, isn't it?
私はこのようなことが起きても驚きはしても意外には思いません
I might find this event surprising, but I do not find it especially outlandish.
あなたは鴨志田君
Seriously? Kamoshida-kun.
僕にはわかんない。
I don't know.
りっちゃん、はるちゃんの病気治ったんじゃなかったんだね。
Ri-chan, wasn't she supposed to be cured?
本来ならば狼つきなどであれば雲の力で引き取るなど到底及ばぬつきものです。
Normally, yes. But possession by the wolf is too much, even for the spider.
レアのはしためは神内明神の末のお守り、狩り場の主に正面から挑めようがありましょうか。
The bedroom woman servant stands no chance against Great Lord Shinai's prime guardian, the Lord of the Hunt.
よくわかんないからさ、一個だけ聞きたいんだけど。
I don't really get it, but
はるちゃんは昔こうなった時から狼になる運命だったってこと？
was she gonna end up a wolf ever since she became like this all those years ago?
わかりません。
I do not know.
昔こうなった？
All those years ago?
いかにもいかにも。
Ah, indeed, indeed.
我は8年前くくられ黄泉に戻されるところを霧に迷いしこの娘の器に落ち戻ることができたのじゃ。
When I was hanged 8 years ago, as I journeyed back to Yomi, I found this girl wandering in the mist and took her as my vessel.
ところが早々に霧が引いてしまいましての宴が引けてしもうた。
But then the mists retreated and the feast ended with it.
それで次の宴を待っておったのじゃ。
Thus, I waited for the next feast.
どうなされた町のお方。口で仰せずばわかりませぬぞ。
What is it, city dweller? I cannot understand you if you speak so quietly. Lies. You were no wolf. You weren't destined to get the wolf's blessing. You already knew the real story. You knew exactly what I wanted to say. Why was she tilting her head and smiling? No, I knew her intention.
さてさてさてさてさて、こたびの宴も随分と寂しくなったことであるし。
Now. This feast has become quite lonely. But I couldn't understand it.
くくるがよろしかろう。
So why not hang me? Why would she go this far?
どうするの？どうすればいいの？
What do we do? What can we do?
牧島春様は今朝縄を解いておられました。
When we found Harumakishima-sama, she was unbound.
錠前をものともせぬ狼様ならあり得ることかもしれません。
That had to be possible. For the Okami-sama. Even locks mean nothing to them after all.
それじゃ
Then
こいつが動けてないのはどういうことなのよ。
why hasn't he moved?
こいつが牧島春が人だって言ったから、ライトを渡してたから、狼に間違いないって。
He's the one who said that Harumakishima was a human and gave her the flashlight. He's supposed to be a wolf, right?
おっしゃいましたね、間宮様が。
That is what you said, Mamiya-sama.
じゃあどう説明するのよ。なんでこいつが嘘つく必要があったっていうのよ。
How else to explain it? Why did he have to lie?
すべての理由を聞く前に
叩きのめしてしまわれたのは織部義継様でした。
Yoshisuke Uribe attacked him before he could give his reason.
あなただって止めなかっただろうが。
You didn't stop him either.
はい、昨日のことで。ええ、間宮様を非難するのはよしましょう。
Yes, I will stop scolding you for what happened yesterday.
しかしどれほど恥でも間違いは自ら正さねばなりません。
However, no matter how disgraceful, you must right your own wrongs.
不妻子様、
Fusaishi-sama.
おつらいでしょうがお願いいたします。
It must hurt, but please,
本当のことをお話しください。
tell us the truth.
と
Um.
あじゃない。
Oh.
はっきり言ってよ。
Say it clearly.
僕は
I'm.
狼じゃない。
Not a wolf.
僕は見た。
I'm the snake.
僕は蛇だ。
I'm the snake.
はるちゃんのことが
I fell for it.
はるちゃんを好きになったから嘘を言った。
I fell for Haru-chan, so I lied.
僕は
I
迷った迷い続けて
I was really conflicted.
はるちゃんだけは勝てるように
I wanted only Haru-chan to win.
他の狼をかかしにした。
So I got rid of the other wolves.
狼を二人まで見つけ蛇としての信頼を得て一人の狼をかくまい続けて
You found two wolves, gained trust as a snake while sheltering the last wolf.
それで最後の二人になることを目指されたのですね。
You wanted you and her to be the last survivors.
人を裏切って
Even if it meant betraying the humans. I nodded.
でも
But
あなたの愛した牧島春様はもういないようです。
the Haru Makishima-sama you loved seems to be gone.
心はもう黒うてしもうた。
I've consumed her mind. No, don't say that. Cough. I wanted to shed tears because I actually felt like crying.
最後にあの機会はどうして牧島春様にお渡しになったの？
Lastly, why did you give that device to Haru Makishima-sama?
ライトはああいうのが好きだって言うからあげた
She said she liked what it did, so I just gave it.
仲良くなりたかった。
It wouldn't be the first time he gets in trouble because he was trying to just girl crazy. I wanted to get closer to her. My chest hurt. My chest hurt like hell.
夜霧を投げば光の線ができたの。
It created a ray of light in the evening mist.
面白うございましたぞ、町のお方。
A curious diversion, city dweller. I could easily lie. The pain in my chest was just from my wounds.
お聞きですか、皆様。
Did you hear that?
春明様は母情ゆえに贈り物をされ、そして裏切りを企んだ蛇の加護者でした。
Haruaki-sama was a snake who gave gifts and betrayed humans out of affection.
そして牧島春様こそが最後の
And Harumakishima-sama was the last wolf.
投票を。
We must vote.
待って待って待って、ありえるの？そんな嘘が本当に？
Wait a minute. Is that even possible? That seems like a bad joke.
夫妻子春明様は安水の出身ではない。母情が使命を上回っても
Haruaki
おかしくはありません。
Her cadence is starting to piss me off. Haruaki Fusashi-sama is not from Yasumizu. It would not be surprising if his affection came before his mission.
鴨志田様。
Kamoshida-sama.
はるちゃん、本当にそれでいいんだね。
Haru-chan, are you sure you want this?
何のことかの？
What do you mean?
じゃ、はるちゃんに。
Then I'll vote for Haru-chan.
町の奥方に。
One for the city dweller.
牧島春様に。
One for Harumakishima-sama.
ふさゆきさん。
Fusayuki-san, you little girl.
夫妻子様、投票はできますか？
Fusashi-sama, can you vote? Through gritted teeth. Fuck. I had to talk. I was the one who decided to be evil. I had to play the villain until the bitter end.
いいわ、言わなくても同じだから。
No need to say it. The result won't change.
夫妻子くん、悪いけど謝れない。同情はするけど、あなたは害悪すぎる。
Fusashi-kun, sorry, but I won't apologize. I pity for you, but you're not... nope, but you're too much of a menace.
牧島春に1票。これで3票。彼がどう入れたって覆せないでしょ。
One for Haru Makishima. That's 3 votes. He can't turn it around no matter who he votes for.
くくります。
We must hang her. Fuck. shit, fuck.
信内さんの
Oh,
お守りは
started hearing that. I would panic.
いかが
Oh, I didn't read the thing. I was so entranced. It's the song that I've sung now multiple times, I feel like, to varying degrees of success. I'll let her just take it.
しばらくここも見納めじゃの。
I believe this is my final look at this place. The funeral was different. The wolf was cheerful. With a spring in her step, she went to the front of the group as if she was excited for what would happen at the hanging pine. I was walking at the very end, supported by Rikako-san. Clearly, it was an act of repentance.
あやしをみびとけがらえ
Seven, the corrupt Yomibito rise to oppose the mountain.
あやしよみびとなきにせん
Eight, death of the town. Yomibito's eliminated.
なんじゃ歌っていただけぬのか
What? Must I sing alone? That. Basically, everyone was uneasy. Of course they would be. They were dealing with an actual god.
とよ
One soul per day, now to bind.
ひとりきりたた
The mists rise away again. Thus,
しないさ
Shinai-san's guardians are... I had to sing, even if I was the only one.
良きかな
How pleasing. That was the only kind of atonement I could make.
縄を結びました。
I have tied the rope.
飛べばよろしいのじゃ
Can I jump?
狼様、
Oh, Kami-sama.
ななんでしょうや雲の巫女殿
What is it, priestess of the spider?
狼様はどうして落ちておいでになるのですか。
Why must she rise up every now and again?
人とお守りを断罪するためにおいでになるのですか。
To punish the humans and the guardians? Ah.
そうかそうかそうかそうかそうか
I
ま
see.
だ皆々様はそこを怖がっておいでなのじゃ
I see. I see, I see, I see. So you're all still afraid of that.
な哀れじゃの愛おしゅうあらせられるのはあ涙が出そうじゃ
How pitiable. How lovable. Oh, I think I might cry.
特別に漏らして差し上げよ
I shall tell you.
う我らが落ち戻るのはな
Rise up.
我らがそうやって生きておるからじゃ
Because that is how we live. Losing her words, Rikako-san bowed a little and backed away.
さてここまでか
I believe this is it. Everyone backed away.
皆々様はようお耐えになりましたな
You have endured this well. She was just too incomprehensible.
さあらば島は
Thus, the end has come. And more than that, her back actually looked divine.
これにて失礼
I shall excuse myself. She took a step toward the cliff.
はるちゃん
Haru-chan! Before I knew it, I was the one closest to her. My body and mind were so numb that I couldn't move forward or back. All I could do was call out to her. She'd stopped. I had nothing I could say. That was when the cloth on her face fell away.
バレちゃった
You realized. I knew it.
かっこ悪い
How uncool. With that, She jumped toward me and kissed my ear. And just like that, she turned around and ran. No, I was the uncool one here. I'd have expected this to happen. I'd seen the signs, and yet I'd still let her do it. No, that was wrong too. She lived the way she wanted. Why was I adding the word she there? Just like I'd asked, she ignored what others thought and gave both her mind and body to sacrifice, the unparalleled vice. Was I supposed to be some sort of teacher warning her against it and setting her on the proper path? No, no, no. In the end, I was just regretful that I'd broken the rules I'd established. It should have been the other way around. It wasn't supposed to be me. She should have been the villain among villains who betrayed and sacrificed her comrade to live on. She was consumed by the mist, and that was that.
お熱いことね。それに巻き込まれて死にそうだったって考えたら腹が立つけど。
How passionate. If only it wasn't the reason why I almost died. Maybe I wouldn't be so angry.
すみません。
I'm sorry. I mean, the sun closed in on the cliff.
ちょっといい？
Come here for a second. Everyone did as she said. Then, she dragged the rope up. It was supposed to have Haruchan's weight on it, yet she could reel it in without any trouble.
何？逃げたの？
Huh? What? Did she escape? In a panic, she quickly brought the long rope back up. Soon enough, we saw the end. Everyone fell silent. The noose was covered in fresh blood. Haru Makshima's slender neck had been torn the moment the rope went taut. I had no idea what happened next, how I left the graveyard, what the others were doing. The pain and difficulty breathing was just too much at this point. Was I conscious? If so, why couldn't I feel anything? If not, was I asleep or had I fainted? I couldn't tell. My whole body felt heavy and I was in pain, feeling completely crushed. I had a nightmare where I was surrounded by countless smiling Haruchan heads. Oh, it's like the smile ghost. That's the reference. No one's gonna know what I mean by that. Smile ghost. Don't worry about it. A dream could only mean that I was sleeping. Before I knew it, the pain had vanished, leaving me to suffer only the regret and sadness. I opened my eyes. Let me see. What happens if you just Google smile ghost? Okay. No. Yeah. Smile ghost. There you go. Reference is the Googleable. Just type in smile ghost and you'll know what I'm talking about. I opened my eyes. Where was I? It looked like a poorly made hut right next to me. I saw Rikako-san. Huh? Rikako-san? Huh? My body was all Ow.
ご無理は
Ow.
なさらないで。
Do not push yourself. I only hurt because I've been lying on a hard floor. The wounds are gone, though.
よかった。少しは効いたようで。
What a relief. It seems to have worked.
何かしていただけたんですか？
Did you do something?
傷と苦痛を引き取りました。
I took in your wounds and pain. That had to be a joke. Was there anything that Uematsu's superpower couldn't do?
ありがとうございま。
Thank you. I wanted to prioritize gratitude before shock, but then I saw the filthy blood in a bucket at the side. At her side.
驚かれましたか？
Shocked, I assume?
植松家の娘の曲芸のようなものです。お気になさらぬよう。
This is a little trick Uematsu girls know.
不思議なことはあるものですね。
Well, that's certainly strange.
そうでしょうか。単に悪いものを移して吸い出しているだけです。万能ではございません。
Is it? I simply absorb whatever is negative. It is not all powerful.
先ほどもうなされておいででした。
For one, you're writhing just now. That was because of the dream, not any wound.
お体は大丈夫ですか？
Are you okay though?
はい。この曲芸のために植松の娘は血を出し慣れるよう育ちますので。
Yes. Uematsu girls are raised to be used to drawing blood for this trick.
よくなられたならばもうお部屋にお戻りを。
If you are well, then please return to your room.
すみません。
Oh, sorry. I almost forgot. I was a lying snake, the worst possible guardian receiver who'd almost destroyed the humans.
いえ、あまり時間がありませんので。
There is no time for that.
今、何時でしょう？
What time is it?
時計は持っておりません。しかし、夕方です。
I have no clock, but it is evening. I finally realized that my surroundings were tinted orange.
わかりました。何度お礼を言っても足りませんが、ひとまずこれで。
Alright, I know I can't thank you enough, so I will just take my leave.
夫妻子様、
Fusaishi-sama. She called out to me, but I didn't turn around.
私はあなた
I
を
hold
責めません。
no grudge to you.
無理もないことでしょう。人の情けを
I cannot
狼
blame...
に向けられても。
Oh, with the Rokako. I cannot blame a human who felt something for a wolf.
藤吉のものとして
It's like she's
生ま
speaking
れ
to
た
me.
のでも。
All the wolves in my life that I fall
藤
for.
吉の水に
Can't even say it with a straight face.
長く馴染んだのでもない。町の方ならば
A man from the city who was not born here and was not used to Yasumisu yet.
そのような方が宴に招かれるべきではなかったのです。そもそもが
Did not belong in the feast in the first place. She hadn't changed at all.
くれぐれもお気になさらないで。
Do not let it torment you.
夫妻子様が勇気を出して最後に明かしてくださったから。
In the end, you mustered your courage and revealed it.
私たちは狼を皆くくることができたのですから。
Because of that, we were able to hang all the wolves.
おやすみなさい。
Good night. Yeah, totally. All the wolves gone. I was afraid of hearing that emotionless voice say anything more.
さゆきさん、
Fusayuki-san! She stood outside the room, but I ignored her.
ハッサン、
Hassan! Someone called out to me from the mist.
言いたいことがあるから。
Come on. Why the question marks? You know who that is. You could tell by his voice. You could tell what he called you. There's something I want to tell you.
また明日。
See you tomorrow. And then he left. I returned to the prefab. I slept. Woke up. God, I'm so emotionless now. Nothing has any meaning. Changed into the wolf outfit. And killed Hisako Mamiya. All by myself. Bong. 5:20. 5 in the morning. I had no idea if I was just used to this or if the Uematsu's treatment was just that good, but I woke up feeling decidedly neutral. No drowsiness, fatigue, not even the pleasant feeling you got when you stretch, shake off the weight of sleep. We all arrived at the plaza at the same time. Haruaki Fusaishi, Rokako Uematsu, Meiko, and Chikamochi Kamashita. Strangely enough, I didn't think this was a coincidence. I felt like we'd agreed to gather here at the same time, and everyone noticed that someone was no longer with us.
間宮久子様が亡くなった。宴はまだ終わっていませんでした。
Hisako Mamiya-sama's gone. The feast is not yet over yet. Is not over
す
yet.
なわち、狼はまだこの中に残っております。
In other words, there's still a wolf among us.
久さ
Fusayuki-san,
何がどうしたの？
what's happening?
メイ
Mako,
コちゃん、
Mako-chan,
僕はね、狼だったんだ。
I'm actually a wolf.
本当？
Really?
本当だよ。
Yeah, really.
本当の本当？
Really? Really?
本当の、本当の、本当の、本当さ。
Really, 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 really.
今僕は休みずに来て一番正直者だよ。
I haven't been more honest since I came to Yasumisu. The next moment, Mako clung to me. Ba, ba,
ごめんね。
ba.
ずっと黙ってて。
Sorry for not telling you.
怖かったの。怖かったんだから。久幸さんがユミになるとかって。
I was so scared. So scared. I thought you were Yomi something.
ごめんね。
Yeah, sorry. I patted her back and had her hide behind me. 2 votes. A real perfect split.
私もまた情に流されたのかもしれません。
It appears that I may have let my emotions get the better of me.
非常であるべき読み意味の宴で
In the Feast of the Omi Purge, that is a fatal mistake.
名子のあどけなさに夫妻子様の人当たりの良さにそして牧島春様の狂言に
I was fooled by Mako's innocence, your sociability, and Haru Makishima-san's lies.
そうかもしれないと知りながらまんまと騙されました。
I suspected, yet I let myself be fooled.
私どもの人のわけです。
We, the humans, have lost.
もはやこれまで私は後の間神内様に祈って
I will
過
spend
ごします。
I will spend my final moments praying to Shinai-sama.
くくられろという時はお呼びください。
Please call me when I must be hanged.
さようなら。
Goodbye. Having said all she had to, she left, not turning around once.
ああ、りっちゃんも諦めちゃった。
Oh man, Rishan gave up.
君は諦めないのかい？
You
モッ
won't?
チー。
宴の勝ち負けとかは初めっからどうでもいいんだ。ぶっちゃけ。
I never cared about who won or lost the feast once from the moment it started.
そうでなきゃ、野里家の嫡男様を未だにやってるしさ。
If I did, I'd still be the Nosato heir apparent.
ああ、もっともだ。
Good point.
ハッサンさ、
Hassan,
死んでよ。
die.
嫌だね。
Nope.
メイコちゃんさ。
Oh shit, I really thought that would have worked.
明日には君を殺しちゃうぞ。
Die. No. Meiko-chan, you know he's gonna kill you tomorrow, right?
本当？
But, really?
殺さないよ。
I won't.
ねえ、悪い人信じない。
But, bad human, I won't believe you.
そっか、そっか、
I see, I see,
そっか。
I see.
なんで、はるちゃんを死なせたのさ。
Why'd you let Haru-chan die?
僕さ、はるちゃんのこと最後まで守ってくれるんなら別に宴で殺されてもいいって思ってたんだ。
Honestly, I really didn't care if I died in the feast as long as Haru-chan survived until the end.
はるちゃんがさ、面倒な人間全部ぶっ壊してここを逃げてくって、何それ、超かっこいいじゃん。
I mean, she was basically gonna kill all the people that bothered her and just run away. How cool was that?
それが死に目に見られればいいかなって、僕超楽しみにしてたんだよ。
I wouldn't mind dying as I saw that happen. Hell, I was actually looking forward to it.
僕の純情返してよ。
Give me back my excitement.
ハッサンもさ、知ってたんだろ？
Hassan, you knew, didn't you?
はるちゃんの仮病のこと。
About Haru-chan's fake disease, I mean?
あ
Yeah.
これはね、僕らだけの秘密だ。多分宴とは全然関係ない話だから気にしないで寝るといい。
This is our secret. No one else's. And it probably doesn't have anything to do with the feast. Ignore it and go to sleep. I knew it. That was... God was something she'd created.
あの格好の彼女は君も知ってるんだろ？
You knew about that clothing too, right?
うん。だって小学校の時に3人で一緒に作ったもん、あの格好。
Yeah. I mean, 3 of us made it in elementary school.
大きくなったんだから作り直せばいいのにさ。エッチすぎるぞ。
She grew out of it though, so she should really make a new outfit. It's too pervy.
言えてる。
You can say that again. I'd expected something like that.
いいんだ、
This is fine.
これで。
If she'd come back to her senses at least once back then, she'd have never tolerated her apparel.
我は8年前くくられ黄泉に戻されるところを霧に迷いしこの娘の器に落ち戻ることができたのじゃ。
When I was hanged 8 years ago, as I journeyed back to Yomi, I found this girl wandering in the mist and took her as my vessel. God was actually the primary personality, who'd have never taken my side back then. She'd have never played along with Haru-chan's desire to save me by sacrificing herself. Basically, she could always switch between God and Haru Makishima. All the strange powers displayed by Haru Makishima were either powers she'd already had, or just products of her imagination. Fabrication. The mind-reading thing was just the product of her delusions. It just happened that she'd gotten things right. That was the only possibility.
はるちゃんはハッサンに乗り換えた。
Haru-chan switched to you.
やっすんがまだ知恵姉のこと好きだって知ってからハッサンに乗り換えた。
She knew that Yasun still liked Chieni, so she switched to you.
適当なことを言うな。
You're just saying whatever you want now.
僕ははるちゃんのそばにずっといた。適当じゃない。はるちゃんはそうだ。
I've been with her since forever. Trust me, I know what she's like.
他人の心に興味のない君がか？
You? A person who's uninterested in others?
ブー。ハッサンの意地悪。
You're such a bully.
ま、そうだな。うん。はるちゃんはたまたま狼になって最初は嫌いだったハッサンを。
Though, yeah, Haru-chan happened to become a wolf and switched from hating you to...
好きだったか、あるいはもっと別の特別な心か。僕には分からんけど、そういうのになったのかもね。
liking you? Or was it something else? Something more special? I don't really know, but that was probably it, right? He truly had a talent for finding the truth without comprehending it.
じゃあさ、なおさら
All the more then.
はるちゃんの落とし前、ハッサンはどうつけるの？
What are you gonna do to make it up to Haru-chan?
何も。
Nothing.
へえ、すっげえ。
Wow, damn.
むしろ君がはっきりしたらどうだ？
How about you make yourself clear instead?
何をさ？
What do you mean?
君がハルちゃんに投票しなければ、ハルちゃんが死ななかった可能性はゼロじゃなかったのに。
If you didn't vote for Haru-chan, she might have been able to survive.
それでも君はハルちゃんに投票した。
Even so, you voted for her.
他人を評価するときは、大体は 自分の気持ちの裏返しになるもんさ。
How you look at others is oftentimes a twisted reflection of your own feelings.
自分に乗り換えてくれなかったハルちゃんに対する怒りから彼女を殺したかったんじゃないのか。
You sure you didn't kill her because you were angry that she didn't choose you?
あ
Oh.
あああ、なるほど。そういうのも成立するのか。
Oh. Oh, I see. So that's how it works.
ハッサンさ、仮にだよ。
Hassan, what if?
僕らのハルちゃんじゃなくなるなら僕が壊しちゃおうって思ったら、それってやっぱ帰郷の振る舞い？
What if I thought the old Haru-chan was gone and so decided to break her myself? Would that be eccentric?
ごくありふれた普通の感情だろう。みんなはそれを嫉妬って呼ぶ。
Nope. It's the normal, everyday feeling called jealousy.
そっか、僕嫉妬してたんだ。
I see. So I was jealous.
知らないけどな、君の心までは。
I can't say I actually know what you thought and felt.
お話難しい。
Your talk is hard.
大人ってのはな、メイコ、難しいことでも悪いことでも平気な顔してやんなきゃなんないのさ。
Adults have to act normal even when there's Adults have to act normal even when there's hard or bad things around, Mako.
大人大変。
Adults have it hard.
適当言われてかわいそうだよ、メイコちゃん。
He's just saying whatever now. I feel sad for you, Mako-chan. I was telling the truth, though.
じゃあどうする？宴する？
So, what now? Want a feast?
絶対負けるんだよね、これ。
I would lose that, wouldn't I?
メイコちゃん、あの人を倒そっか。
Mako-chan, want to beat him up? Damn. Yeah!
というわけでイエスだ、モッチー。
Heard her, Mochi? It's a yes.
ハッサンさ、
Hassan,
賭けとかしない？
want to make a bet?
どんな賭けだい？
What kind?
じゃんけんで負けた方が死ぬ。
Rock, paper, scissors. Loser dies.
スーパーシンプルだな。
Now that's straightforward.
いいじゃん。
Good though, right?
乗った。
I'm down.
せーの。
1, 2.
じゃんけん。
Rock, paper. He put up his thumb and stuck out his index finger, creating a finger gun. The unbeatable hand. I, on the other hand, took out Chimmy's shotgun from my sleeve. Damn.
そりゃ勝てないな。
That's fucking cruel. Well, I can't win against that.
承認ありがと
Thanks for cooperating. Damn. Cruel. Mochi. Sketchy bets were my thing. Not even a genius like you could win against an adult villain.
う。ごめんね、メイコちゃん。びっくりした？
Sorry, Mako-chan. Did that surprise you? Oh, she looks happy.
悪い人やっつけた。
No, we beat the bad human. Whoa, man, just what kind of upbringing did she have?
お姉ちゃんもするの？
You're gonna do it to Oni-chan too.
今日はしないよ。
Not today.
明日
Tomorrow?
するよ。
Yes.
は？メイコは？
And Mako? The necessity to kill Mako. That case seemed likely. God had said that there were 3 gods. One was Great Lord Shinai, one was the old god who had the unfavorable name Mujina, Badger, forced on it, and the last one was my enemy. If God lived within man, then perhaps if I killed Mako, who hadn't died once, I could escape this endless misty hell for all I knew. But I didn't want to kill her. I'd be crossing a line even for me. Subconsciously or not, I'd set a line for myself and I didn't want anyone else to change it.
ここへ来て。
You came so far.
まだ見当違いをされるか？悪党殿。
Yet you are still off the mark, villain. Huh? Huh? I tried to turn around, but I couldn't. The thing behind me was so scary I couldn't turn around.
何度申せばお気づきになるよ。
How many times will I have to say it until you understand?
神とは悪魔たちの悪いものですぞ。
God is a lot worse than you imagine.
星々の娘と通じて共倒れになるなど神がするはずありますまい。
Did you truly believe that a god would fall alongside the Fujiyoshi girl it used as a vessel? What?
神とは何なんだ。
What is God? Put those eyes away. It is something humans can never kill. I turned around.
目
But it was Mako, same as always. I couldn't believe that she was just laughing out loud.
さゆきさん、顔色悪い。
Fusayuki-san, your face is very white.
ああ、そうかもな。
Yeah, maybe.
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
うん。水でも飲んでこようかな。
Yeah, I think I need some water.
メイクおトイレ。
I'll go to the bathroom. The dining hall felt like it had been abandoned 10 years ago. Even so, water was still running. I wasn't all that thirsty, but it could make me feel better, so I cupped some water in my palms.
逃れる術はない。
There is no escape. Huh? I jumped back, getting water all around me. Just now, on the surface of the water in my hands, there was a mirror above the sink. I looked right at it.
神から
Oh!
逃れられませんぞ。
That face. You cannot escape God.
どうせなら我のもとに下ってみられぬか。
So why not try joining me?
十里四方のケチな領地じゃが退屈はさせませぬぞ。
My land may be small, but I will make sure you are not bored.
好きに殺し、好きに欺き、好きに犯し、山は再び聖域になりましょう。
You will get to kill, swindle, violate to your heart's content. The mountain shall become holy once more.
手頃な娘を捕らえたらば、貴様のお子をはらみたいもの。
If you find a fitting girl, you can even have her bear your children.
僕に何をした？
What did you do to me? Laugh, 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 laugh,
わ
laugh.
からぬならおとなしゅう。神の餌食になりません。
If you do not understand, then be silent and offer yourself to God. Ah!
どうやら頃合いか。
It seems like the time has come.
悪党ども、
Villain.
面白き世になりますぞ。
This world will be quite interesting.
赤がいつまで持つのやら。愉快が過ぎて仕方なし。
I cannot wait to see how well your evil lasts and...
ふさゆきさん、
Fusayuki-san! I shook my head, chasing away the thing, the delusion clinging to my head.
どうしたの？
What
メイ
is
コ
it?
ちゃん。
What is it? What? What is that? Her voice was shaking. Did she see a spider or something? I followed her outside. Oh. I followed her outside. Lose all words. I don't have all 5 of those keys. Well, shit. I was shocked. There's no better word for it. The first shock was caused by the fact that the mist had cleared. After all, the Feast of the Omi Purge wasn't over yet. The next thing to surprise me was the fact that the sun had just recently come up, but the night had returned. It was dark, but it was a strange kind of darkness. I looked around for the sun, and it took me about 5 seconds to realize that it was the thing in the sky. A loop in the eastern sky. A total solar eclipse? No way. There was such a celestial event today. I'd have heard about it on the TV before Golden Week. It wasn't just an eclipse. It probably had something to do with the unnatural, unreasonable, incomprehensible phenomenon happening before me. Phenomenon? That's too small a word to describe it. Most of my surprise was about the monster. What the fuck? What the fuck? It spanned mountains. Where's my camera? What the fuck? I don't think I've hit the super zoom in on that camera in forever. I might not even be in position. Where am I? What the fuck? I think it'd have greater effect if I was sitting at more closely to my desk. It spanned mountains. It pierced the clouds. What am I looking at? What are all these arms and hands and faces? Penises? It pierced the clouds. It carved valleys with each step. It leveled forests. I lack words to describe the scale of it. Oh, I think we've officially, and this is gonna be saying something for this game. I think we've jumped the shark. I think we finally have jumped the shark. Something's going on. It dwarfed even the things in tokusatsu shows or mecha anime. After all, mecha anime. After all, it was still far away. It was beyond the mountain, beyond the cliff, beyond Saranaga. It was walking. Its destination was the golden, no, unpleasantly pale ring that used to be the sun. Even so, I looked up at it. It was thousands of meters tall. It was a monster that had legs the size of mountains, and even the term gigantic seemed to fall short. Even so, all I could do was look up. What? What the hell was with this ending? I played a murder game in a village inhabited by werewolves and survived only be greeted. I think there's missing a 2 there. Only to be greeted by a giant monster? What the hell? The game is it's taking the words right out of my mouth here. Who could predict this turn of events? Who would sign off on this plot twist? Oh, we're getting meta here. Naturally, I quickly understood that it was a monster that would bring mythical levels of despair and destruction. Meiko was clinging to my leg. I brought her closer to me. Both of us were shaking. Fear. This was nothing but primal fear. Death was nothing in comparison. The fear we felt surpassed mundane concepts like death. This is a fear of the world coming to an end. Once I realized that, I knew that humans, part of the world, could do nothing against it. What? Wait, what? You've done it now, eh? Oh my god, is this game going to get absolutely fucking silly right now? I need to take just like 5 deep breaths. We're not going to lose it. We're not going to lose it. We're not going off the rails. We're not losing it. We're not fumbling this game at the end here. Trust. Trust the cartoon sheep that is floating right before us on a screen is either a delusion my brain is just now fabricating because it's late on a Wednesday night, or it's all just gonna, this isn't real. It's all just not real. This stream never happened. I'm imagining this stream right now. I'm dreaming right now. This is not a real stream. What? Suddenly I lost all sense of reality. Hey, you. And there was even some fancy looking thing in front of me. It was a large plush sheep. It was cute. It talked. But its voice wasn't cute. You listening?
Hi.
Yes. I'm saying that you've done it now.
あれですか?
That thing, huh? I looked up I looked again, and strange enough, the scene had lost all color. The monster was still there, still walking slowly, covering kilometers with each step. But again, it didn't feel real anymore, and the fear was gone too. I looked next to me. Mako was still frozen in fear. Again, it didn't feel real. This doesn't feel real, I agree. You and me both, Haruaki. In fact, my hands, clothes, everything around me didn't feel real. The sensation was kind of familiar. Oh, right. It was what I felt every time before dying. I felt this whenever my memories were engulfed in mist and before I looped. And felt like the sheep was familiar too.
まあ、お前に言うのも酷なのは分かってんだがな。
I hate to break it to you.
あいつが目覚めたことで、この国は終わりだ。
But with that thing waking up, this country's dead. Huh? Oh, dialogue.
あなた、誰ですか?
Who are you?
それは今、どうでもいいだろう。
That doesn't matter now.
いや、無理でしょう。というか、羊が喋っている。
We've lost it. We've lost the plot here. Yes, it does. Wait, what? Oh, why is the sheep talking anyway?
状況分かってんのか? この国が滅びるっつってんだぞ今。
You get in this situation? I'm telling you that the country's through.
化け物が出てくるのと羊が喋るんじゃ受け入れやすさが段違いですよ。
It's easier to accept the appearance of a monster than a talking sheep.
ああ、めんどくせえ野郎だな。
Oh, you're such a pain in the ass.
いいか、ここら一帯で奇妙なことが起きてんのは分かってた。現実の一部が夢の中に切り取られてやがったんだ。
Listen, I know there was some weird shit going on in this area. It's because a part of reality was put inside a dream.
俺はそういう話の専門家。
What?
だからここに来たはいいが、夢の主に見つからねえように身を隠すだけで精一杯。
I specialized in that stuff. That's why I came here, but honestly, just keeping myself hidden from the dreamer was hard enough.
夢の中に直接干渉はできない。だが、誰か一人の人間に力を貸すくらいはできた。
I couldn't directly influence a dream, but I could lend help to a human.
それがてめえだ。
That's you, but you fucked up.
なるほど。
I see.
いや、とりあえずいろいろすっ飛ばしてコッシーは理解しましたが、
see.
なんだそれは。
I feel like well, actually, that's too brief, so I only get the most basic parts, but what the hell? I should have stopped before the last autosave area. Now we're in too deep. Can you imagine I just start a new stream of this and then it's like right at this moment? You understood? Damn. Hell, you can joke around like that in this situation. Charlotte's deaths didn't drive you nuts.
あなたが死に戻りの原因か。
You're the one behind the looping?
そりゃ違う。死んで巻き戻るのは夢のせいだ。
No. Things go back after death because of the dream.
夢のせい?
Of the dream?
そうだ。俺はてめえが記憶を持っていけるように手伝ってやってるんだよ。
Yeah, I'm just helping you keep your memories. Oh, so that was how it was.
まずい。もう時間がない。おいてめえ。とりあえず続きは戻った後で考えろ。
Crap. There's no time. Hey, you, think about what to do next once you're back.
死ねってことかよ。ダメだ。まだ聞きたいことが腐るほどある。
You're telling me to die? No, I still got a whole load of questions.
俺はほとんど何にも知らねえ。潜入後すぐ身動き取れなくなったかな。そこのガキが誰かも知らねえよ。
I don't know shit either. I couldn't do shit after I got in the dream. I don't even know that brat.
てめえらが何をやってて、なんでお前がガンガン死にまくってんのかも知らねえ。
I don't know what you're doing or why you keep dying.
そこはてめえが何とかするところだ。
You're on your own there. That was so unreasonable. But, so that was how it was.
藤吉一帯の時間が巻き戻っている。基本、あなたはそれしか知らない。
So, the only thing you really know is that time around Fujiyoshi keeps looping back?
あなたは藤吉村の 奇怪な事件や現象を知らない。しかし巻き戻り現象の原因はここにあることはわかる。
You don't know the mystery incidents or phenomena that happened in Fujiyoshi, but you know that the looping is caused by something here?
だから僕に前回の記憶を与え、巻き戻り現象の原因を探るように仕向けた。
That's why you gave me memories of the previous loops, to help me find the cause behind the looping phenomena.
ところがいきなり巻き戻りが止んだ。僕は確信に至らず化け物まで出た。
But then, the looping suddenly stopped. I didn't get to the heart of it, and the monster showed up.
異変は異変自身が望む結末を迎えた。つまりこの国の終わり。
The anomaly reached the ending it desired, the demise of this country.
理解力柔軟すぎんだ。てめえの脳みそはあんころ餅か何か。
Man, what's up with your ability to suss stuff out? You got mochi for brains or something? Now that wasn't called for.
最初のうちは夢はずっと循環していた。しかし異分子が取り込まれ、夢は奇妙に変容し始めた。
At first, the dream just looped around, but when some outsider came in, it started going all weird and shit.
てめえが来てからはもうぐちゃぐちゃで、結果がこれだ。
You made a huge mess of things, and that's right there, and that right there is the result.
僕が動いたせいで夢が変わった。
The dream changed because of me? All those things happened, yep. Did this thing mean the fact that I'd use the looping to try out various options and solve a bunch of timelines?
中でどんなろくでもねえことしやがったんだ。
You went and pulled some fucked up shit, huh? I couldn't deny that. I really was fucked up this loop. But, hold on. Victory as a wolf brought about a giant monster that destroyed the country. That made next to no sense. That couldn't be it. I was missing something.
ここまでだ。時間切れだ。荒っぽくなるぞ。ああ、食いしばれ。
Time's up. It's gonna be rough, so clench your teeth or something.
どうする気なんです？もう巻き戻りは終わってるんでしょ？
Huh? What are you gonna do? The loop ended, didn't it?
言っただろうが、専門家だってよ。
Like I said, I'm a specialist.
どういうことだ？
What do you mean?
巻き戻りが起きていたところまで、俺の力で巻き戻す。
I can use my power to loop back to when the loop was still happening. Huh?
そんなバカなことが。
That sounds so absurd, it seems impossible.
できる。ただ、これ一回きりだ。
It sounds so absurd. Well, I can do it. But only once.
ここまで大きな介入があれば、向こうは絶対異変に気づく。
An intervention this major would sure as shit be noticed by the dreamer.
一度はバグだと思うかもしれんが、二度目はないぞ。絶対に他の夢使いの介入を疑うはずだ。
They'd probably think the first time was a glitch, but there'd be no second chance. They'll know it's the work of another dream wielder.
そうなったら本当に終わりだ。俺は腕前じゃ奴より上だが、単純な力じゃ敵の方が億倍強い。
We'll be fucked for real then. I'm more skilled, but they're millions of times more powerful.
俺も夢に取り込まれて終わりだ。そうなりゃてめえを助けることもできなくなる。
I'd be taken by the dream, and that would be it. No one could help you then.
相手の思い通りになる。
And it'd all be how they want it?
そういうこった。じゃあいいな。ここには絶対に戻ってくんな。
Exactly. So yeah, don't come back here no matter what.
ここ以外で解決策を探せ。
Search for a solution anywhere but here. I can't tell if I love this or I absolutely fucking hate this. It's one of those two extremes. And I can't place it. I don't know where I'm at. Basically, I had to prevent this outcome. Gather info from the loops, arrive at the truth, and do something about the dreamer that created the loop and called this monster, huh? What the hell? I also think, just what the hell? Wasn't this a story about taking care of some werewolves? What happened to that? I love the game is so the self-realization here, just like, what the hell? I mean, obviously the wolf and the village and, you know, the story is complex originally, but now all of a sudden we've just, I don't even know what we've done. And the game realizes this. The game is aware that we are on for some shit of a ride. What happened to that?
よし、来た来た。それじゃあ元気に死んでこい。
All right, here we go. Now die a hearty death.
いや、ちょっと。
Huh? Wait,
羊が100万匹。
1 million sheep. Seriously? And so, crushed under the weight of 1 million sheep, I died. What are you talking about? What is happening? Help! How am I supposed to feel about this? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. An official end. So we're gonna enter. That's surely not the end of the game. So we'll officially enter into our fourth loop, our fourth, what I call the fourth official loop. What are we doing? This is just ramped up in weirdness in like the last 20 minutes to the point where I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. Is this the weird ending everyone talks about? Or how the ending just kind of drops the ball somehow? Is that what I was warned about at the very beginning of this game? Something like this? Does it get worse? It probably gets worse. We're not ending. We're not close to ending yet. OP Cube. OP Cube Limited. Raging Loop. Raising Group. Game Overlord. Yeah. Deus Ex Machina. Reached ending number 3 and obtained key Ending Loop and Giant Monster. Obtained key 20 Ending Loop and Giant Monster. Yeah, I did. I definitely got that. That is definitely a key I obtained. I'm so incredulous. I'm so beside myself. I don't know. Ending number 3. Watch hint corner. Why start now? I was actually very tempted right there to click yes. I'm not gonna lie, but so let's take a look at the chart. We at what, key 20 right now? It's probably back to, he said back to the beginning about whatever, right? Hmm. 20. Just in the spirit of, this one needs a bunch of keys and we only have 20 on that. I'm just gonna look just out of curiosity. So it's gonna be in dense mist, it looks like, unless the game does something it has yet to do already. Like there's a chance. But again, I'm curious, so I'm gonna keep peeping. Because we're about to end the stream anyway. Here's another 20. What? What? There's 2 20s. Oh, I literally said the game has yet to do something like this as far as I could tell. But we got well, then which 20 do I want to tackle? Now we've got, I mean, now I'm although it could do a thing, it might be a thing where we go to both of these 20s, like padlock 20s, and we get we go to them and then like we get like, assume the easiest thing, right? Like we get 2 different keys on both of these paths, and then those keys are going to unlock other things, right? That would be my guess, is that we're going to get different keys by going into these 20 I call them doors, 20, closed off areas. Oh, see, we need a 3. Select trap, wedge, and rift. Yeah. Select trap, jumping at shadows. Okay, lots to do. Let's pick which one. I'm trying to place. Oh my god, of course my memory is not going to. How to pass time, folklore. How to pass time. Do I want to go tackle this 20 first, or do I want to tackle this 20? Her objective. Girl in poison. That girl was poison. Logically, does it make more sense, just narratively, to look at one of these 20s, or... That girl was poison. No, I got that song stuck in my head. I don't know. For some reason, my head calls out to this 20. All right, so future me. Future me, sometime this weekend when we continue Raging Loop. Because on the off chance in like 3 days' time when I rewatch the end of this VOD to remember what we're doing, leave a little note to myself. I'm going to say, we're doing this 20, but don't forget there's another 20 to unlock that we got to get to. I'm going to do this one first. And so for you watching, tomorrow's Thursday already, surprisingly. So, wait, is today Thursday? No, today's not Thursday. Technically, today's Thursday because we've rolled over midnight, but you know what I mean. Today was Wednesday stream. Today was my first day back at work. Is that right? Why does it feel like I've been back at work 2 days? Oh, God. That's why I thought today was already Thursday and tomorrow didn't make any sense. Okay. So no stream tonight. No stream on Thursdays, like always. Unless something falls through, I don't think that's the case. I'm probably doing my normal Thursday stuff. So no streams tomorrow for Thursday. We will be on stream Friday night. I should be on. I should be. And it's going to be something, another new thing added to the channel. We got a couple of new things going on here this week. We've already started Nier Automata yesterday. But a new game on Friday. So we'll have that. We'll have Nier Automata. We'll have this concluding. But then this weekend, expect at least either one large Raging Loop stream to try to push for getting close to ending, or we split it up on both Saturday and Sunday and we read like a bit on each day, maybe. Something like that is my idea. So yeah, and we'll read this. I'll just click into it. I think it makes sense to click in. What's going on here? If the real story behind the feast made people into that, couldn't that have happened to Kanzo-san? Keep passing time or ask Hisako a question. I should have not have clicked that. Whoops. Because now I can't get out. Oh, yeah, I can. I lied. I had to hit a special button I hadn't hit yet. Alright, I'll just save it here. I'm not going to remember where this was, but it's fine. Future me's got this. I believe in future me. Alright, so sometime this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday or both, we'll do big Raging Loop reading, and we'll figure out what the fuck is going on. Maybe I'm making too big of a deal of the weird sheep and amalgamation of body parts horror monster that was there. Maybe that's just like a a goofy way of being like telling us, the reader, and the main character, like, oh, you really got to the end of this thing and you thought this was gonna be fine, but no, things are still fucked up, and we can hit the reset button one more time, but you have to not fuck up and get to this point again, because things are bad here. You did bad, and maybe that's just a weird representation of the monster is like a representation of this is a bad outcome, and then also the wolf, or not the wolf, the sheep has to tell us that, because who else is going to tell us at this point? There was like no one available to come and get mad at us. I don't know. I maybe I'm just out of it too. It's been a long day. First day back at work for a while, and now we're late at night, and I'm like, okay, so there is the reveal that there's some sheep being that is assisting us in this looping situation. I just don't know how to feel about this right now. Maybe after a night's sleep, I'll digest this in my brain, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see come this weekend what the hell is going on. Let's go ahead and save. All right, so like I said, no stream tomorrow, no Thursday stream, and then Friday we'll have something new going on and starting. So, more Raging Loop this weekend. Also this weekend you'll probably see, more Nier Automata, and you'll probably see more of the Devil. We'll probably start in on episode 1 of the Devil. If you're watching Raging Loop, you might be interested in the playthrough of the Devil. It's visual novel adjacent. It's kind of like a Phoenix, right? So far I played episode 0 just in one stream. I think we're probably to start tackling episode 1 sometime this weekend. So there, you can watch that if you're tapped out of Raging Loop episodes. Until Friday night, finish the week strong. I'm gonna try myself too as well. Results will vary. Until Friday night. Bye.